Hello students. So today we will start with a new chapter, that is MySQL. In this video we will try to cover up MySQL in 30 minutes. So this session is going to be practical oriented. Before watching this video, you should have common knowledge. Your basics should be cleared about MySQL, DBMS. So I assume that you know the meaning of what is database, DBMS, MySQL. Okay, so let us start this video. So the first thing is that first we create database. So we will write command create database. We can give any name to the database. Like here we have created a database, create database students. The next thing is that we will write the command for using the database. How we can use the database. So we will write the command use and then we will write the name of the database which we have created, that is students. So we will write use students. So now we can work on the database. Now in the database we can create as many tables as we want. So how we can create a table in database? So we write the command create table, creating a table, create table student, and in the bracket we will write the column name. So first column name is admission number. Like here we have creating a column that is admission number, and the data type of this column is int, that stands for integer. Next we are creating a column that is name, and the data type of column name is varchar, that stands for variable character, varchar, and this is a size. In the bracket we will write the size, that is 30. Next column we have creating a column class, and the data type is integer, int. Next we are creating a column section, and the data type is char. Next column we are creating roll number, and the data type is integer, int. Next we are creating a column that is address, and the data type is varchar, variable character, and the size is 30. So we can write address up to 30 characters. So now our table is created. Next we can work on our table. If we want to view the structure of the table, we will write the command disk. Disk means describe. So DESC, describe, stands for describe, disk student. So our table, the table which we have created, that will be displayed here, containing the field name, the data type, primary key, candidate key, and other values, other constraints. The next step is if we want to view the tables which are present in the database. So if we have created many tables, or even if we have created a single table, if we want to view that in a particular database how many tables are there, how many tables are present, so we will write the command that is show tables student. So the name of the table will be displayed. Next command is to insert data into a table. Now since we have created a table, but it is blank, we have not added any data into the table. So what are the steps to insert data into a table? How we can insert data into the table? So we will write the command insert into, then we will write the table name. The table name is student. We have created a table with name student. So we will write insert into student values. Now which values we want to insert? So the columns which we have created is, if you remember, roll number, student name, okay, address, all these columns which we have created, we will write the values, we will insert the values, like in this 1234, 1234, comma Aditi Sharma, comma 9, comma A, comma 4, comma SJE. So the value of first student is inserted. Now we can insert multiple values, and in this way we can insert data into our table. Next command is to view the contents of the table. Now the data which we have inserted, if we want to view that how our table looks, so we will write the command select asterisk from student. So all the data will be displayed, all the contents of the table will be displayed. Like here, admission number, first column is admission number 123426053712. Student name is Aditi Sharma, Shreya Nagpal, Tanya Verma. Class 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th. Section A, D, C, B, E. Roll number 4, 7, 21, 15, 40, 33. Address SJE, Jorbagh, Malviya Nagar, Janakpuri, Rohini, House caste. Next command is to retrieve the data. If we want particular obtain, if we want to particular value, particular data from the table, so we can write the command select and what data you want to be displayed, what information you want to get. So we will write the column name. If we want to get information about all the columns, then we will write select asterisk from student, so all the columns will be displayed. But if you want to obtain data from only particular column, then we will write the column name, select name comma class from student, so the information of column name and class will be displayed. But if you want to obtain information from the table, you want to display all the details, then we will write the command select asterisk from student, so in that case all the columns will be displayed. I hope you understood. Next command is to display the distinct data. Okay, the keyword, we use keyword that is distinct, so only those values will be displayed which are distinct, which are not same. So the similar values are neglected, that will not be displayed. So we write the command select distinct, and now we will write the column name. So like in this case we have written the column name section, select distinct sec from student, so section will be displayed which are not same, all the sections will be displayed which are distinct. Next command is for using the where clause. So how we can use the where clause? If you want to apply any condition, if you want to apply any particular condition, like you want to obtain data from particular section or particular class, then how we will obtain the data? In that case we can retrieve the data by using the where clause. We will apply the condition, we will give the condition where. So we have written where name comma class from student, select name comma class from student where class greater than 9. So all the students which are present, which are there in class 10th, 11th, 12th, that will be displayed. Next command is for using the order by clause. Order by clause is used to arrange the data in a particular order, in either ascending or descending. If we want to arrange the data, arrange our table in a particular sequence, then we can use order by clause. Like in this example, we have written the command select asterisk, so all the columns will be displayed. Select asterisk from student order by, so we have given the condition, we have applied the condition order by class comma name, so class and name. On the basis of that, the information will be displayed, the table will be displayed in a particular order, it will be arranged in order. Like in this scenario, first 9th class students are displayed, then 10th class, then 11th class, and then 12th class. So it is arranged in a sequence. Similarly, section wise, first A section are displayed, all the students who are in section A, then D section, C section, D section. If you want to update, if you want to change particular value, or you want to update particular data, then we can use update command. So how do we write this? Update student, we have applied the condition update student, table name update student, set class is equal to 10 where name is equal to श्रेया नागपाल. सो अब जो श्रेया नागपाल है उसकी क्लास जो है वो 10th हो जाएगी. नेक्स्ट, इफ वी वांट टू चेंज मॉडिफाई द स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ द टेबल, then we can use the alter table command. alter table student add marks int. So if we want to change the data type of a particular column, we will use alter command, alter table command. So we have written query alter table student add marks int. Next command is like operator. Like operator is used when we want to select name comma class from student, where name like s, and this is the sign, percentage sign. This is called wildcard character. So only those name of student will be displayed whose name start from alphabet S. Only those students will be displayed whose names start from alphabet S. Shreya Nagpal, Shivani Mehta. Next command is for using aggregate function. Now we can apply aggregate functions in SQL. For example, we want to find the minimum value, maximum value, we want to find the average value. So we can apply the condition. Select max. We want to select the maximum class min admission number. किस student का roll number minimum है? Min admission number from student. So maximum class is 12th. 12 will be displayed and the admission number minimum जिसका सबसे कम admission number है, that is 1 2 3 4. Next command is group by clause. So how do we use the group by? Group by is used to group the particular set of values. If we want to group the data, group data of the table, group by clause is used in a select statement in conjunction with aggregate functions to group the result based on distinct values in a column. Having clause is used in conjunction with the group by clause in a select statement to put condition on groups. Command for adding the primary key, alter table student add primary key. So we are adding a primary key, that is admission number, ADM number. Primary key is a unique key. Command to delete a column, alter table student drop roll number, R number. If we want to delete any particular column, so how do we delete it? We use drop command. Okay, so we have written command alter table student, table name is student, drop, then we will write the column name, which column you want to delete. Next command is to remove the primary key. So we will write the command alter table, then we will write the table name, alter table student drop, then we will drop primary key. Next command is to increase the marks. Suppose we want to increase the marks of student, we want to make changes in the marks. So how can we write the command? So we will write update student set marks is equal to marks plus 10. Next command is to change the data type of an existing column. If you want to change the data type of a particular column, this we have already studied. Next command is to delete the table. So the table which we have created, if you want to delete that, or if you want to delete any table which is present in the database, then we will write the command drop table and then we will write the table name. So any table which we have created, we will write the command drop table name. That table will be deleted permanently. I hope you like this video. If you have any doubt, you can ask in the comment box. Thank you.